This beautiful 17th century farmhouse near Dunstable is where John, a retired businessman, and Helen, a vet, lived happily together until their lives changed suddenly back in 2018.
Come on, Peggy, come on now. We went down to feed the horses. As Helen was undoing the gate, she suddenly felt faint. In fact, it was an extremely serious stroke. Helen was in a coma for 3 weeks. And when she started to come out, was really very severely disabled.
A short distance from John and Helen's current home is this 2-acre plot set in open countryside. Morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Hi, found your gaff. It's not that easy. It's very overgrown, isn't it? Down a track.
It is.
And what are you going to build?
We're aiming to build what I guess you'd describe as a pavilion. Lots of glass. We'd like there to be a sense that the roof is almost floating. And I think that building this is going to give us a different purpose in life, a different enjoyment and perspective of life. And so that instead of fighting against change, we embrace it.
John's worked with the architect Arkle Boyce to develop a bold vision of his and Helen's future life here. First, the dilapidated bungalow will be demolished along with some old sheds. Then, a very large concrete basement will be built, incorporating an 8-metre-tall spine wall for the building. A sleek steel frame then gets built to support the ground floor pavilion structure, so minimal as to look almost invisible. Sitting on the overhanging perimeter of the frame will be a ring of concrete beams, giving the illusion that the roof is both heavy but also floating above the walls of glass below. A small timber-clad office for John will sit on the first floor, surrounded by a green sedum roof. On arrival, the pavilion will be stealthily hidden from view by an epic 40-metre-long wall of flint containing a long, clear-story window. There'll be accessible parking and an annex for a carer to take the pressure off John. As you enter this big 470-square-metre home, the great board-marked concrete spine wall will set the refined tone of this place. To the right will sit an expansive single space with a kitchen, dining and living areas and a covered outdoor terrace. Retractable glass panels will blur the boundary between inside and out, providing an intimate relationship with the garden. Back along the corridor will sit a guest bedroom and John and Helen's bedroom and adjoining bathroom. Wheelchair accessibility means wide doors throughout, zero threshold floors inside and out, and lighting and heating all controlled from a tablet. Well, this is just about as perfect as it could be, isn't it, really?
I mean, we are just delighted with the way this room has turned out.
All I see is natural landscape, trees, forest, the sun glinting through the leaves. It reminds me just how fantastic a sight this is.
I think one of the things that really pleases me is the width of this room. Helen, she has loads of space to move around.
And a Helen worktop.
Yes.
We've got this lower area specifically so that Helen can approach it in the wheelchair.
What it provides is something that you particularly need.
This building to be transformational for our lives.
This building is enabling you, isn't it? This is perfect.
Helen has made really great progress and is now walking and mobile in a way that I don't think we ever envisaged as we were planning the building.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
There are many wonderful homes in the UK, from cottages to bungalows, mansions to mud huts. They come in all shapes and sizes.
There you go. Well done. It was worth
Thank you.
coming, wasn't it?
She is such a thing of beauty, a fantastic piece of design.